Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel. I am Jamila and I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup, I love all things skincare, and I especially love sharing my tips and tricks for how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. Yes, we do. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So today's video is going to be my 500 subscriber giveaway video. Now I haven't figured out what I'm giving away yet. Something will be given away. All of the instructions on how to enter the giveaway will be in the description box, but it will also be at the end of the video. So if you want to enter, watch the video all the way through. Now, I wanted to do this when I hit 500 and I've been procrastinating a little bit, but now I decided to finally sit down and do it, and decided to do it by reviving an old, well, it's not that old. It's a tag that started circulating last year, and it is the part-time YouTuber tag. Now, it was I don't know who created it. Now, I'm not super familiar with the creator of the tag, but I will have her channel linked down below. I know her name is Monica, and I did see a lot of YouTube creators do this tag last year when it kind of like first came on the scene. Back then, I didn't have a channel, so I didn't do it. But now that I'm at 500 subscribers, I thought that this would be a really good way for me to do a giveaway and also to kind of introduce myself. When I started my channel, I never did an intro video because, to be quite honest, I did not think that I would have 25, much less 500 people subscribe to me. And I know it's a little pessimistic, and I'm not a pessimistic person. I'm usually very, very optimistic, and I think big. But, with the whole YouTube thing, you just never really know where things are going to go. But now that I've hit 500, I am, one, just beyond grateful for all of the people that I've been watching, all the people that I've been supporting, and just really blessed to say that I have a community, or I found a community here on YouTube that I absolutely adore. So I thought I would do the part-time YouTuber tag as a way to introduce myself to you guys and give you all a little bit of details. I know some of you all have been here from when I had like 5 subscribers, and some of you all are relatively new. So let's just dive in and let me introduce myself. So like I said, hey y'all, I am Jamila and I love all things beauty. Let's dive into question number 1. What is your main gig? Do you work full-time? Are you a student, a parent? Spill the beans. And all the questions will be down below. So I actually work full-time. You guys have heard me say multiple times on my videos that I only film on the weekends, and that's because I have a standard 9-to-5 job. Which I guess is why this is called the part-time YouTuber tag. Obviously I work full-time. Well, no, I could have been a student, but no, I am just a full-time 9-to-5 employee. Sorry, that was a real basic way to start. It is what it is. So as for my main gig, I think a couple of folks know, but I'm not really sure. My background is in public health. I actually have a master's in public health with a dual concentration in health policy and behavioral science. I love public health. It's what I do for a living. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it in terms of my main gig. Nothing more to really add. So question number 2, what made you want to start YouTube? I always liked YouTube. I always enjoyed watching it. I really got into YouTube very deep last year because we were in the middle of a pandemic and there was nothing else to do. One of the main reasons why I wanted to start YouTube was because I always wanted to be able to talk about the products that I had, talk about the things that I enjoyed. Actually, prior to starting YouTube, I began doing like mini reviews on my Instagram, mainly on skincare. I actually got into skincare before I got into makeup. And I would just do mini reviews on my Instagram, and then I gradually started doing videos on my Instagram, like 3-minute videos of me applying makeup or me doing a skincare routine or whatever the case is. And I really enjoyed that. The downside of doing those Instagram videos was that I had to condense like an hour's worth of content into 3 to 5 minutes. And that was problematic for me, which is why I decided that I wanted to start a YouTube channel so I could do more long form content and I could have more conversations about why I was doing something a specific way. That way I could be more interactive rather than me just kind of like speed through an entire makeup routine that'll take me an hour to do in 3 minutes, because it just wasn't realistic and I felt like I was cutting so much good content out to make it fit Instagram. So question 3, what is your channel about? Do you stick to one niche or do you cover a few? So for the most part, as you guys saw from my intro, my channel is a beauty channel, primarily makeup and skincare. I actually started off doing skincare and then the makeup came. And I love doing hauls. I will do reviews from time to time. I like doing swatches. But my main niche for this channel is really helping people save money when they buy makeup. As you guys heard in my intro, I love sharing my tips and tricks for how to get makeup at the best price, because I know that makeup, especially high-end and luxury makeup, is extremely expensive. But I don't think that it should be so exclusive that people can't get their hands on it. And the thing is that it's not. There's always a sale. There's always an opportunity for you to get a product at a lower price. And I want to, help people do that. I want to share how I'm able to do that. So that's kind of what I try to focus on. And I also really try to showcase more people who look like me. When I started my YouTube, or when I was thinking about starting my YouTube, one of the things that influenced me was the fact that there weren't enough people who looked like me on YouTube. Come to find out, it's not really that. It's just the fact that the YouTube algorithm is a bit biased. A lot of it. Because I would type in, deep skin tone swatches, or women of color X, or whatever the case is, or black X, like specifically. And I would get all of these real non-black, non-brown, non-dark skin creators popping up. And I was like, what in the hell? And that always bothered me. It always bothered me that I could not find creators that look like me, even when I specifically typed that into the search box. And since I've been on YouTube, I've come to realize that there are so many creators that look like me on this platform, but they don't get any shine. They don't get any love. The algorithm, I don't know what it is or who is behind it, just does not push content from people who look like me. But that's a whole other conversation. So we won't really go there. But for the most part, my niche or my content area is really focused on highlighting beauty for people of medium deep complexions, and beauty, high-end and luxury beauty products at the best prices for people who don't want to pay full price for those products. Other than that, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I love hiking, so you'll find a lot of reels, a lot of pictures of me hiking outside. So if you're not already doing that, go follow me on Instagram. It's Jammy_Trini. Okay, so question number 4. Did you always know YouTube would be a side gig, or did you ever want to be a full-time YouTuber? I had no idea that YouTube was going to be a side gig. I actually wanted to create a YouTube channel for a couple of months and just really, doubted myself, pushed it off, knew that it was going to be a lot of work, and just was like, not going to do it. As for doing YouTube full-time, I don't want to say never, because, never say never, but I don't think at this moment in my life that I would consider YouTube as a full-time thing that I could do in the future. And that's not because I don't think it's lucrative. It's not because I don't think that I love what I do right now enough. I just also love my career. And which is fine. I think that two things can be true. You can love doing YouTube. You can love what you went to school to study for. You can love multiple things, and you don't just have to do one thing. I enjoy my job. I enjoy the field that I'm in. That's why I got degrees in it, and that's why I got jobs in it. So I feel like YouTube will always be that sort of side thing for me. Because one thing that I was very clear on when I first started YouTube is that I'm going to do this for as long as it makes me happy. The minute that this becomes a chore and starts to feel like more work than the joy that I'm getting from it, that's not a good return on my investment, because this is meant to be an outlet for me. Like Beauty in the Frizz, Kara always says, it's meant to be therapy. This is meant to be fun for me. So the minute this stops being fun, bye. And I know that sounds horrible, but YouTube and beauty content really is meant to be my escape, and I don't ever want it to turn into something that makes me unhappy, because I'm gonna be mad. I spent all of this money on all of this makeup for me to be not wanting to do this anymore. No. Anyways, that was a long-winded way of saying at this moment, and thinking in the very near future, I don't think I would ever really want to make this a full-time gig. Question number 5, and I already kind of answered this, but it's what is your schedule like? When do you film? When do you edit? When I can. For the most part, all of my filming is done on the weekend. So Saturdays and Sundays are pretty much when I film. When it comes to editing, I edit when I can, which usually ends up being on the weekends as well, or after work. It's very easy to just kind of sit, watch TV, and edit. For me, when I first started editing, it used to take me like a couple of hours to edit a video. Now I've kind of figured out that, one, I don't need to do anything too fancy. I don't want to do anything too fancy. And I brought my editing down to maybe an hour or two, like 2 hours tops editing a video. Because it can be really, really, really frustrating to spend hours upon hours upon hours with just minor edits. And I had to like really talk myself into getting used to, like, this doesn't have to be perfect. This is not a film production set. Like, the quality is good. Just relax yourself and move on. So for the most part, I film on the weekends and edit on the weekends, but I do edit throughout the week whenever I have time. Question number 6, how do you keep your YouTube channel organized? Do you plan videos ahead, or do you just film what you feel like? For the most part, I film what I feel like. I do try to do some planning to the extent of me writing down my video ideas. Like, if I have an idea of a video that I want to do, I write it down. Will I end up filming it? Maybe, maybe not. I have like a whole list of video ideas, and some of them just never get filmed. And that's because this takes a lot of work. It takes so much time to create content. And when I went into this, I did not know it was going to take this much time. And I think you can ask anybody that's doing YouTube now whether or not they expected it to be this much work. So there is some planning ahead in terms of me thinking about the types of videos that I want to do. I do try to organize it in a way to kind of break up the content. Like, I try to have different types of videos come out, so it's not the same video back to back, to make it, you know, a little bit spice it up a little bit. And I also try to think about the timing of certain videos. So like, if there is the Sephora VIB sale or the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, I'll try to do a recommendations video before that, or an anti-haul before that. Or if there's a new palette that just released, I will try to get that out a little bit earlier. But at the end of the day, it's what my spirit moves me to film. Because I do think one thing about YouTube is that your personality and your energy shows. So if I don't want to film something, I know that if I film it, it's going to come across as I didn't want to be there. So I try to do things that actually excite me, and not just because this is what everyone wants to see a review on. That's one thing I am not. I am not a review channel. If you want the newest brand new product on the scene, you're not gonna get that from me. As I said in my intro, I really do try to focus on how to find luxury and high-end makeup products at bargain prices, because makeup is expensive, like so expensive, and there's always a sale. I don't understand, and I fully don't believe in paying full price for makeup, because there's always a sale and there's always the opportunity to get 20% off, even 50% off. So I could never bring myself to take my good hard-earned money to buy products at full price just to review, especially if it's not a product that I'm not excited about. Now, if it's something that I am excited about and it might be limited edition and it might sell out, maybe, and that's a hard maybe, because at the end of the day, these brands will say, oh, it's limited edition, and that thing will pop right back up. Because I bought the Natasha Denona gold palette at damn near full price, thinking that it was going out of stock, thinking that it was being discontinued. Sephora just restocked it. I could have got a good 20% off, but no. Anyways, thank you for coming to my TED Talk and that little rant. Back on topic. I do try to film the things that excite me and the things that I like. Question number 7. How do you feel about sponsored videos on YouTube? Would you ever, or have you ever done one for your channel? I haven't done a sponsored video on my channel. I would definitely consider it, especially if it's a brand that I like, if it's a product that I know, that I've used, that I trusted. The thing about sponsored videos is that I understand that it rubs people the wrong way. You know, people come to YouTube to get reviews from people that they think are relatable, from people that they think that they can understand. It's very different from buying a product that some celebrity is advertising on TV. So you want to know that the people that you are trusting with their reviews are giving you honest reviews. And for the most part, I think most creators are like that. And I truly think that they should be paid for their service, whether it's through a sponsored video or through affiliate links. Because if they are recommending a product and that company is getting thousands of dollars from people buying and purchasing or whatever it is for that product, they should get paid, period. Now, I would definitely be open to doing it. Like I said, if it's a product that I truly believe in, like I would never blindly go and say, this is amazing, you should spend your money on it. No. Because again, like I said, I know how expensive these things can be, and I know what it is to take your hard-earned money and put it into a product. So I would never want people to buy something that I've never tried or that I know is complete shit. So not opposed to it, but I do think that it's a very thin, fragile line that you have to walk when you do decide to enter into those type of relationships. Same with getting PR, you know? PR could influence people, it could not. You just have to be careful about the creators that you trust on this platform. And at the end of the day, it is, everything is a little bit of a risk. It's your choice. So just be careful, be smart. Visit a couple of creators, get multiple opinions on it, and each creator should, by law, disclose whether or not something is sponsored in their platform, and it's up to you to decide. If you don't feel comfortable with a sponsored post or whatever it is, don't buy it, period. And then the last question is, what do you think is the biggest challenge of doing YouTube part-time? Time. Like I said, it takes so much work to do this, like an unbelievable amount of work. And you know, when I started, I thought, yeah, it's just like filming a couple of videos, doing a little bit of editing, and you know, oops, it's up there. And it's not. It really isn't. Filming is probably the easiest part. You just kind of sit down, you talk to your camera like you're talking to your friends, and that's done. Editing, that initially crazy. It takes so much time to learn different software. But once you get it down, even that kind of goes a little bit faster. But then you have to create a thumbnail, because, you know, the thumbnail is actually what leads people to clicking on your video in the first place. So you have to create a thumbnail. You have to create a description box. There are all of these pieces that you don't really think about until you actually start doing it. And I know that there are a number of videos on YouTube about what you should know before you start a YouTube channel. I didn't watch any of them. I was just like, I'm gonna create the YouTube channel, and I created a YouTube channel. Now, I say that it takes time, and that is probably the biggest challenge, but I don't think it should deter anybody. And along the lines of taking time, I think there's a certain level of patience that you have to have. One of the things that, you know, I was always really scared about in creating my channel is anybody gonna watch this? Am I just gonna have 10 to 15 subscribers for forever? And it could be that way. Like, growth, some people grow really quickly, some people it's slow and steady. My channel has been pretty slow and steady, but I've been grateful. Every time I see the little YouTube notification saying this one person has subscribed to your channel, I get really excited. Would I want it to be faster? Of course, sure. But am I super happy for where I've gotten and the amount of work that I put into this? Absolutely. I'm really proud of where I am right now. I'm really proud of all of the work that I did. And I know that, you know, in time it will grow, and it will grow at its own rate. Like, Jesus has decided that this is gonna do what it's gonna do. So I'm just gonna let Jesus set that path and that timing for me. But yeah, I don't regret doing it at all. I'm happy with where I am. I'm really, really optimistic for where I'm gonna go and where it's gonna end up. So yeah, that's kind of it. Okay. So we made it through the tag. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Like I promised at the beginning, this is gonna be a giveaway video. I really just want to say thank you for everybody that's gotten me to 500 subscribers. I do appreciate it. I see all the comments, I see all the likes, I see all the love, and it really does mean the world, and it really does motivate me to keep going. So here are the rules for the giveaway. It's very simple. If you want to enter into a giveaway, you have to be subscribed to my channel. You have to like this video. You have to follow me on Instagram. Is that 3? And then 4, leave a comment down below letting me know, 1, what is your favorite type of video from me that you enjoy me posting on my platform, and 2, what new type of content or what other type of content you would like to see me post on my YouTube. And that's it. Make sure you leave your Instagram handle down below, because I'll contact you via Instagram for the giveaway. But yeah, that is it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye.